Hello, welcome to La Excellence. In our geography series, we have discussed important mountains, important mountain passes. In today's session, we will be discussing important plateaus of India. The PDF of this particular video is available in the description box. Please check once. We have also recorded 12 videos under environment series. Please go through them too if needed. First of all, let us understand what do we mean by plateau. Plateau is a raised land that is flat on the top. Mountains are also raised parts over the land, but they are not flat. Plateaus are flat. They have raised platform at least from one side, either from this side or from this side or from both sides. Plateaus rise sharply from above the surrounding area from either of the sides. Plateaus are of two kinds. One is dissected plateau, two is volcanic plateau. Based on the formation, we divide the plateaus into two types, dissected and volcanic. Dissected plateau forms because of the upward movement of the Earth's crust. Because of the magmatic movement beneath the Earth's surface, especially in the mantle region, sometimes when the magma cannot come up, then it uprises this particular land. This forms the plateau. Second one is volcanic plateau. Volcanic plateau means when volcanic eruption happens, because of this eruption, if there is a flat area that formed over the surface as compared to the surrounding area, we call that as volcanic plateau. That means uprised platform due to the upward movement of the earth, lava flows forming the plateau region. For example, Deccan Plateau is an example for volcanic plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau is an example for dissected plateau. Let's understand these plateaus in India. We have Malwa Plateau, Bundelkhand, Bhagelkhand Plateau, Deccan Plateau, Chota Nagpur. This is called Shillong or Meghalaya Plateau, Karnataka Plateau. This is Telangana Plateau, Dandakaranya Plateau. We also have Maharashtra Plateau over here. Let us understand each one of them. First one is Malwa Plateau. Malwa region, Malwa Plateau region. It is located in north central India. It is bounded south and west by Vindhya ranges. This side Gujarat plains. This side we have Bundelkhand Plateau. What are the characteristics of this Malwa Plateau? This has general slope towards north and decreases from 600 meters in the south, 500 meters in the north. That means from south it rises up. It is composed of lava flow and is covered with black soil. And this plateau has two systems of drainage. One, this which flows towards Arabian Sea, that is Narmada, Tapi, Mahi rivers. Other one towards the Bay of Bengal, that is Chambal and Betwa, which are the tributaries of Yamuna River. This plateau composes of these two river systems. Almost all the plateau regions are rich in minerals. Let us understand Malwa Plateau is famous for what type of minerals? Malwa region is famous for a variety of minerals including coal, manganese, mica, iron ore, copper, bauxite, limestone, clay, calcite, zinc, graphite. These are all commercially exploited. Most of Malwa Plateau is located in Madhya Pradesh. It forms boundary between Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan region. Next one is Bundelkhand Plateau. Bundelkhand Plateau is one of the driest plateaus in India. Bundelkhand Plateau has borders along UP and Madhya Pradesh. It is spread over 5 districts of UP and 4 districts of Madhya Pradesh. Recently, this is in news because of this project. Betwa Ken river linking project. This particular project is intended to provide water to this particular Bundelkhand region. It has average elevation of 300 to 600 meters. And down the side we have Vindhyan Scrap Mountains and Yamuna River flows. There is intense erosion in this particular area and it has semi-arid climate. That's why most part is unfit for cultivation. This particular region is characterized by senile topography. Senile topography means old age topography. We know that Deccan Peninsula is one of the oldest landforms in the world. So this is part of it. So oldest one. Yamuna River towards the north, Madhya Bharat to the west, Vindhyan scraplands towards the east, south and southeast we have Malwa Plateau. What are the minerals available here? We have dolomite, limestone, magnesite and phosphorite. These are some of the minor minerals available in this area. Major minerals are not there, minor minerals are available. Ken Betwa interlinking project is going to provide water for this semi-arid Bundelkhand plateau. Next, very important plateau region, that is Chota Nagpur. This is Malwa, we already understood, Bundelkhand understood. Now this one is Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau is also called as mineral heart of India because this region has rich mineral resources in India. It is located mostly in Jharkhand, north part of Chhattisgarh and one district in West Bengal. It represents northeastern projection of Indian Peninsular region. It has average elevation of 700 meters above the sea level. It has Gondwana rocks, one of the oldest rock forms. Gondwana rocks. Rivers like Damodar, Subarnarekha, North Koyal, South Koyal, Barkar, these rivers they flow through this particular plateau region. It has many endemic species in it. Tigers, Asian elephants, these are all famous over here. Chota Nagpur is called as storehouse of mineral resources consisting of mica, bauxite, copper, limestone, iron ore, coal. Major minerals are available in this particular region, Chota Nagpur Plateau. This is also called as Ruhr of India. Ruhr of India. Ruhr region to Europe is important for mineral resources. Similarly, this one is called Ruhr of India because of its rich mineral resources. Next important plateau is Meghalaya Plateau. Meghalaya Plateau is also known as Shillong Plateau. This is extension of Deccan Peninsula. This is at the northeastern flank of Peninsular India. Peninsular India extends from here, Rajmahal Hills to Shillong or Meghalaya Plateau. We have a gap over here which we called as Malda Gap. Malda Gap between Chota Nagpur or Rajmahal Hills and Shillong Plateau. The plateau is formed by Archean quartzite and shales and schist. This area receives maximum rainfall due to southwest monsoon because of its alignment. We have Garo, Khasi, Jaintia hills. These three hills they form this particular alignment which provides for funneling effect. Due to this funnel effect, this area receives highest rainfall. This is one of the highest rainfall receiving areas in the world. Shillong is the highest point in this particular plateau. It is famous for coal, iron ore, sillimanite, limestone, uranium, important. This is famous for all these minerals. Next important plateau is Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau lies south to the Narmada River and it is shaped in inverted triangular shape. Something like this. Inverted triangular shape. It is bordered by Western Ghats in the west, Eastern Ghats in the east, Satpura Maikala ranges Mahadova hills in the north side. It has average elevation of 600 meters. It rises 1000 meters in the south and dips 500 meters in the north. That means here we have highest elevation, here we have low elevation. Fauna of Deccan Plateau includes four-horned antelope called as chinkara, blackbucks, gaur, wild water buffaloes. These are very famous here. And in general, it slopes from west to east. That's why most of the rivers from this particular plateau, they flow towards east. This particular plateau is famous for rich minerals and precious stones. Minerals found over here include coal, iron ore, asbestos, chromite, mica, kyanite. These are important minerals over here. This Deccan Plateau region is formed due to the lava flows. That's why this particular region has black soil formations. Black soil formation is majorly found in this particular Deccan Plateau region. It has hard basaltic rock. That's why this region is famous for many caves also. Ellora caves, Ajanta caves. These are located in this region only, Deccan Plateau region only. Next one is Maharashtra Plateau. Maharashtra Plateau forms northern part of Deccan Plateau. It is underlaid by basaltic rocks of lava origin. It looks like a rolling plain because of the weathering, intense weathering in this region. It looks like a rolling plain. We have Deccan Trap topography over here. Entire area is covered by black cotton soil, which is also called as Regur soil. Fauna include same as Deccan Plateau, four-horned antelope, chinkaras, blackbucks, etc. Major minerals found over here include coal, iron ore, asbestos, chromite, mica, kyanite. These are important minerals found in this particular Maharashtra Plateau region. Next one is Karnataka Plateau. This is also known as Mysore Plateau. This is to the south of Maharashtra Plateau. It is a subdivision of Deccan Plateau region. It covers an area of 73,000 square kilometers. It has one of the highest peaks at Mulangiri Baba Budan Hills and Chikmagalur district. This plateau is divided into two parts. One is called Malnad, two is Maidan regions. Many major streams flow through this: Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Tungabhadra, Sharavati, Bhima. All these they flow through Karnataka Plateau region. Sandalwood is famous in this particular region. Teak, eucalyptus are majorly grown over here, and these are used to make furniture. Other minerals found over here include manganese, chromium, copper, bauxite. These are famous in Karnataka Plateau region. Finally, Telangana Plateau. Telangana Plateau, we can see this as extension of it. It comprises northeastern part of Deccan Plateau and in the southeastern India. It has an average elevation of 500 to 600 meters. This region is drained by three major rivers, Godavari, Krishna and Penneru. This plateau is divided into ghats and peneplains. Majority of the population living in this area are dependent upon agriculture. Major minerals found over here include coal, iron ore, asbestos, chromite, mica. These are major minerals found in Telangana Plateau region, even Dandakaranya Plateau. That's why we understand that Singareni collieries, that's famous for coal, that's part of Telangana Plateau. We also have other plateaus like Rayalaseema Plateau, Coimbatore Plateau, Bagelkhand. These are smaller ones. Overall, in India, this Deccan Peninsula region consists of plateaus, plains, and mountains, which is famous for major minerals, which gives the variety of mineral resources and its diversity. Plateau regions of India. This is about this topic. If you have any questions, queries, please let us know in the comment section. All the very best. Thank you very much.